Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aquarians out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic. My guides, talk to me. What do we have here for Aquarius as we move into mid-October? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the Aquarians. My guides, talk to me. What's happening here? What's happening for my friends? There we go. Thank you. Nice and quick. Okay, so we have the Wolf and Red Riding Hood showing up here, huh? Now, this card can be, I do say sometimes it could be a little concerning. To me, this is more about focus, right? So maybe you're very focused on someone or something, or vice versa, right? There could be someone that has you under the microscope here. We'll just have to see when we start breaking it all down, because it's making me feel a lot of intense things already. But before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. So we see little Red Riding Hood in the middle of the trail. The big bad wolf has eyes on here. So just like I said, to me, this is like someone or something that might be under your microscope, right? Could be a situation that you're putting a lot of your attention towards. Someone could have their attention on you, okay? So whether it is relationships, whether it is work, just know that someone just might be watching, right? And that's all part of the human experience, right? There's always someone watching in some capacity, but this feels very intense. Now, if that's not the message we're looking at here, this could all just be about focus, right? So similar to the Wands cards, the court cards from Wands, Spirit could be saying like, okay, you need to readjust your focus in this time, okay? Like, just don't focus so much of your energy into this. Try to spread it around. Another thing that could sometimes be a red flag warning, it depends what shows up within the spread itself, but to me, just pay attention to what is getting your energy in this time. Let's get into tarot, okay? And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness here. So let's shuffle it up one time. What do we have for the Aquarians? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that oracle card, to be honest with you. But while we get this deck set up, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled "The Big Surprise," and I was seeing that through a lot of the zodiac. There was a lot of like unexpected or surprising energy all throughout the zodiac. So I'm hoping for the Aquarians, if you did have some surprises, they were positive ones. But we'll see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're connected to. Let's get you 3 cards to start. What do we have here for Aquarius? I don't know why I keep giving that Wolf and Red Riding Hood the side eye. It's like hard to let that go, let that energy go for one reason or another. We'll talk about it. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles as your first. Okay, so it's something that's starting slow, or something that seems innocuous. Like, all right, no big deal. Like, it's not moving fast. Hopefully you're not experiencing delays and stuff like that. Let's get you a couple more. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Okay, Page of Cups. So now we're getting into some possible communication or messages. Notice like we have double court cards showing up here. So people, lots of people. Let's get you one more. What do we have for Aquarius? Thank you. All right, total opposite energy on the back end. We have Judgment here on the back. All right, that's almost jarring, the way this energy is showing up to me, Aquarius. So we're going to have to buckle in for this one, because there are complete flip-flops of energy happening here. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, I'm looking down here. Elementally, we're looking okay. We have earth, we have water. Generally, when you combine earth and water, there's a lot of potential there. It's an energy of blessings. 2 individuals, 2 people, both of them could be considered messengers. One is very slow, one is a little more eager, right? But we have Judgment right there on the back. Okay, Okay, so that could be literal judgments, but when I see that, that's extremely transformational. It's change-based, it's powerful, it's explosive. It's one of the more powerful cards in the whole entire deck. It's very much action-oriented. So I want to see how this all plays out, okay? Because it seems like as we move along, it picks up steam. It gets faster and faster and faster. So let's go through one by one. Position number one, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you might be connected to an earth sign. If you're not connected to an earth sign, when we see the Knight of Pentacles, it is a very slow mover, if it's even moving at all. Like, this is something that's slow, so slow and meticulous. It's like barely trudging along. Extremely detail-oriented. So there might be something you're going through right now where it feels stuck. You might feel stuck. Someone might be stuck in a rut. That could be a possibility here. But this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Eventually, this will reach the finish line one way or another. Okay, and remember, this could also be a messenger as well. Notice that the Knight of Pentacles, as with all knights, they're delivering messages similar to the pages. Okay, so there's positives to it, but it just feels possibly frustrating here. But moving to the center, this is where the energy begins to switch and change. It becomes a little more fluid because we have the Page of Cups. Lovely. Now, this could represent a water sign you're connected to. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have half the zodiac showing up already. And it is the offset to this earth energy. So when we get this water energy, it kind of loosens things up. So whatever you might be going through, if you're going through situations, problems, issues, complications, this energy is starting to like grease the tires or grease the wheels. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm picking up here. Now, as with all pages, they're students, they're messengers. This could represent somebody younger, even like children, stuff like that. But the Page of Cups in particular, yes, it's good about learning new things or jumping into new endeavors, but this one is really all about getting one's emotions off their chest, saying what they feel, how they feel, wanting to speak, wanting to talk, wanting to deliver a message. That's why I said this one is much slower. This one is much more eager to speak or talk. So we'll just have to see what happens as we move through the reading. Okay, one thing about the Page of Cups, it can be bashful. Like, that could be one of the challenges of the Page of Cups. It could be someone that's bashful or shy or unsure if they should say something. It's like, oh, I don't know if I should say it. I don't know if I should approach. Moving to the back end here, we have Judgment. Powerful. So this energy back here completely puts the rest, I don't want to say puts it to shame, but in terms of power, there's no comparison, right? Because whereas this one's slow, taking her time, boom, we come in with Judgment. Archangel Gabriel, the messenger, right? Judgment could literally speak about judgments, right? So you might be making a final decision. You might be making a judgment on something. Sometimes this card could represent things or people returning into our lives. But to me, this is a huge card of transformation. It's a huge card of change and metamorphosis. And Judgment is Plutonian in nature, right? It's connected to the planet Pluto, or the body formerly known as a planet, Pluto. So I like the Judgment card, but it's a little powerful. It's a little much. So I want to see how it all plays out because it's explosive in nature. It's like, all right, ready or not, here I come type of energy. Like, are you ready for it? I don't care if you're ready for it. It's happening. Like, there is action attached. So I want to dive deeper on all this, Aquarius. Let's jump in and clarify. All right. Let's get a good shuffle here for my Aquarians. See what's happening. Lots of people, lots of energy of other people and individuals in the mix. But yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Knight, this slow starter. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Knight of Pentacles time. And one more thing about Judgment before we start pulling clarifiers, that is also a karmic card, right? It can speak about karmic things, situations, the cycles of life. So we'll see what's up. So why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Thank you. All right. Someone put the stop on something. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Now, just like I was saying in the very beginning about focus, what you're putting your energy towards, I am getting the vibe of somebody possibly like, I don't want to say ending something, but it's more like a pause, more like a break. Like, all right, something needs to slow down. The King of Wands could represent a fire sign. So look, we're getting all those zodiac, more people showing up. In the upright, this is someone that controls where they put their focus. Remember what we were saying about this in the very beginning. Rewind back if you want to watch that. The King of Wands is putting their focus and is in control of that. When it's in reverse, I'm kind of getting the vibe of someone who's like, all right, well, I can't quite control my focus. I can't quite control my mind. I can't quite control my thoughts. So I'm just going to stop something. All right, so I'm just going to stop it and put a pause, put a break. Like, I'm kind of getting that vibe here. Okay, it's like, all right, well, I can't manage it. I can't handle it. So I'm going to put a stop to it. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here. Obviously, this doesn't have to be your energy. It could be someone else as well. It could be someone that doesn't quite know how to proceed as well. When I have this Knight of Pentacles, it moves so slow. And then with this King in reverse, it's like, all right, I don't know how I should proceed or how to start this. Okay, so there might be certain things or new cycles you want to move into, but you don't know how to start it. Like that, I mean, just take whatever hits for you, Aquarius. Picking up lots of different things here. And remember, there's a lot of people in the energy now as well. We got a king, we have a knight, we have a page. Like, a lot of energies could be affecting you in this time. So keep that in mind. We're going to move over to that Page of Cups before we get to Judgment. I feel like Judgment might be the key to this reading. But let's see what the page has to say. Guides, what's going on with that Page of Cups? I feel like I needed a little shuffleage there. Why is the Page of Cups? Thank you. Yeah, Death card in reverse. Someone being in agreement with it. Like, that's a vibe I'm picking up. So if the message hit what I was saying here in the beginning, someone like, whoa, slow down. We need to stop this for a second. There's like an energy of agreeing in the center that I'm picking up already. We have Scorpio energy in a very powerful, very big way in this reading. The Death card in the upright underneath this Page of Cups. For a portion of you, it's someone that could be like, all right, well, let's approach this in a different way. This could be a very important conversation that needs to be had for a lot of Aquarians, okay? Whereas this energy on the front end feels like very indecisive and not knowing how to proceed. This one in the center feels much more sure. So it's like, all right, well, I don't know what to do or how to proceed, so I'm just going to stop it. This one's like, oh, no, I know how to proceed. I agree with you for now, but this is how we should proceed. Take it if it hits, Aquarius. I'm getting so many different things. But another thing with the Death card, it's a karmic energy. So underneath this Page of Cups, yeah, this could be someone coming back around as well. Someone from a past cycle could be swinging back around. So many different things here this week. Obviously, only take what hits for you. But when I'm looking at the overall thing, the only things that we're seeing here right now in this spread, people and karmic energy. People and karmic. So let's see what Judgment has to say. Okay, so whether this is a karmic warning, like whatever it is you're going through was meant to be for a karmic lesson, or whatever actions have long-lasting implications for the karmic journey and wheel of life, there could be a karmic warning here from Spirit. So let's see what Judgment has to say, because whatever card comes out now is going to be in between the karmic cards, just like the Page. Wow. Such a different reading from the rest of the zodiac, Aquarius, that's for sure. Yeah, no, this person can't fight it. Someone wants to try to fight it, but it can't. Like, it's just, it can't be fought against. We have the Five of Swords underneath Judgment. Someone's going to try to fight something. Okay, I'm not saying that someone's going to try to fight you and throw down and throw fisticuffs, but when I see the Five of Swords, like, it is very determined. It's someone who's saying, like, yeah, I'm not giving up. I refuse to give up. I refuse to lose type of energy. And when I see it trapped beneath these, like between these karmic energies, it's like, all right, well, you can fight it, but that don't really matter. It's going to happen anyway. Like, something's going to happen anyway. Like, it's written. So I do feel like the karmic energy, the karmic warning is here at play heavily. I don't know if you've had this a few weeks ago. This could be a karmic warning for sure. Okay, especially when I have the energy of somebody trying to fight against it. So whereas we have this confused energy in the beginning, one that's in agreement and one that is fighting against it. Okay, so odd. There could be a lot of conflicting opinions around you. There could be conflicted thought processes as well. But when I get this Five of Swords underneath the Judgment card, it's like, okay, I'm taking action here and I'm not going to stop fighting for this, or I'm not going to stop fighting against this. So if you're having issues with someone, if you're having conflict with someone, now might not be a good time to try to like push that. Like, you might want to get into this Knight of Pentacles energy, depending, because like if you get into conflict, if you do butt heads, like you're going to find an opponent. Okay, maybe that's you. Maybe this is your energy and someone pushes you too far, pushes your buttons. I feel like there's karmic warnings here, Aquarius. Let's go through and do a quick little recap. Lots of stuff happening here. So let's go through before we get into the shadow card. As I said, overall, tons of people, tons of energies, karmic energies at play, people fighting against it. But in the beginning, we have the possible communication. There's communication and talking here. We have the Knight of Pentacles with the King of Wands in reverse. Someone who's like, all right, well, I don't know what to do. This could be like, all right, we need to stop for now. I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. It's someone who's like a little confused type of energy we have here in the front. It's the oddest thing, but it's someone who's like, all right, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything until I do. Moving to the center, we have the Page of Cups with the Death card in the upright. Heavy Scorpio energy here showing up big time. But this energy is more short, even though it's agreeing. It's like, okay, well, maybe you're right. Okay, if you are confused or whatever's going on, whatever isn't allowing this to proceed, you're right. I agree with you. But it's also wanting to take it from another angle where this energy is unsure. This one is very sure about something. And it could be people coming back around, especially with all the cycle-based energies. Moving to the back end, we have Judgment with the Five of Swords in the upright. I did say there's karmic warnings to be had here. Whereas like these energies are kind of going with the flow here. This one wants to fight against it. And that can't be. It's not going to happen. Like there's certain things that you can't really fight against. It has to happen for a reason. Okay, so take from that what you will. Let's get a shadow card. I hope that was resonating and hitting for you guys, because there was just, it felt scattered to me, like there was a lot happening. So there could be a lot of energies affecting you. And if that didn't hit, please check your other alignments. Let's get you a shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows for Aquarius, guides and spirit team. My friends, if you've made it this far in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll leave a link for it down in the comments. I'm always doing nice bonuses for my beautiful channel members over there. So if you're interested, that's a great way to support the channel and my mission. So obviously no pressure. You could also just subscribe. But let's get this going here. One card. What's in the shadows? No being a salesman here. What's happening with Aquarius in the shadows? Whether it's a shadow within yourself, whether it's something you don't quite see. All right, we have the Nine of Cups, which there could be a lot of worse shadow cards. That's one thing I can say for you. Now, the Nine of Cups is usually a very warm, welcoming, wide open type of energy, and it could be wish fulfillment. So as a shadow card, Spirit could be saying like, okay, if you take your time, you're going to get the wish you want, or like it's going to come in eventually, even if it's here, not here, not now. But the Nine of Cups is also a very welcoming card. So when I see it, it could be Spirit saying like, hey, be a little cautious. Don't share too many of those cups around. Be careful who you share your cups with. That could be showing up as a shadow card. Another thing, there could be someone around you, if not yourself, that is tempted to overindulge in this time when we have the Nine of Cups. So watch out for this energy. But I would say overall, since this is a beautiful wish fulfillment card, Spirit could be saying like, all right, even if it seems tough right now, even if it seems like it's not going to happen, that wish can happen. It can come in for you. So take from that what you will, Aquarius. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab. My friends, as always, much love, and I'll see you next time.